Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today's video is going to be on our Lamborghini SVJ exhaust system. So as previously mentioned in one of the other videos, I did say that we're going to do some development work on some Lamborghini exhausts. So this is the first one, SVJ, as you can see behind me, and our goal is to make a Inconel exhaust valved, very high standard, that has very little drone, which is comfortable in standard mode, but also has a really good note when it's in coarser mode. So that is the goal. That's the brief for the project. We're working with a very good fabricator, a real long-term friend of mine, and throughout this video you'll see the process of us removing it, designing it, and actually making it and installing it. And then afterwards, at the end of the video, we'll have some after noises as well. So what we're going to do here, while I'm with the car right now, is just do some sound clips of it so you can hear it in standard form, just so you've got an idea of what difference it makes basically. And yeah, let's get into it. Hi guys, right, so we are over at L-World Fabrications. So L-World Fabrications, the guy who owns this company is called Elliot, and he is a very old friend of mine. It goes way back into college days. So I've had a relationship with Elliot for a long time, and he is the man I go to when I want something really special made out of Inconel usually. He's an absolute wizard when it comes to making exhausts, and that's what we've done with this SVJ of ours. So the car's been over at Elliot's for a couple of weeks now. The brief of this exhaust was to basically design and make it from scratch, and I think I gave him 3 to 4 weeks to do it in, which he has done and he's delivered. So today we are over at his site, just outside Milton Keynes, and we are going to show you the exhaust and how he's made it. He will go through the process of, the technical stuff, what he does, but yeah, meanwhile, we'll go and check it out. So the exhaust is obviously installed. I've not heard it run yet. Elmo's fired up and he says it sounds absolutely amazing. So this is the first time I'm going to hear it run. So let's have a listen. Okay, so that was a cold start with the valves closed, which actually sounded really nice. It wasn't too loud, too aggressive, is basically what you want when you're starting up from cold in the mornings. And then what I do now is I let it warm up, and then we can open the valves up. But the valves are actually open and closed by throttle position, so I'll give it some revs in a minute once it's warmed up. Right, we're here with the main man, Mr. Elliot from L-World Fabrications. Yeah. We're just going to talk about the exhaust basically, because Elmo's got the technical knowledge on what he's done and what it's all about. So, well, I came to you, we spoke about supercar exhaust many years ago, haven't we?
Yeah, it's something we've been thinking about for a long time.
And now the time has finally come.
Yeah, the time is right. We're looking at these things and seeing that there's a popularity now with using Inconel for exotic cars.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of things which I don't think are proper, or using the material in the right way. So the time come to actually make our own.
Do your take on it. And
exactly, yeah. So everything on this exhaust should be done. Everything on this exhaust has come into this workshop as flat sheet.
Okay.
So every single part of it, even the flanges, we've machined up a perfect press tool to make to the cat side of things, and it's really just a bit of a sort of homage to what we can do, and what I believe is the best exhaust for this car.
I didn't actually realise that it was all flat sheet.
I
thought you potentially may have bought bends.
No. So every single part of that, every single part, we've pressed all the ends. We've machined the little hangers. Apart from the valves, every single bit is being made in house, and that's really that's kind of why we're doing it. Because we can, and at the same time, it's using these materials. Generally, they're found in sort of Formula 1 cars or World Rally cars, where they're going to see the temperatures that no other material would last. Having said that, using Inconel for supercars is better because we can half the weight of using say stainless steel, and we're certainly over half the weight of the factory exhaust by doing this.
Yeah, because the factory one's a bit of a monster, isn't it?
Factory one's
but maybe we'll have a weigh up before it goes. So I saw you got some scales over there.
Yeah.
And then we can have this off and weigh it, but
it feels about 20 kilos plus that. So we've half the weight,
Yeah.
and then still using the valves. I've seen a lot of other systems that don't retain valves. I'm of an era where I quite like to have
100%.
a deep noise as well.
Yeah.
I don't just want it, raw and sounding like straight pipes all the time. Having said that, there was a time and a place for
there's
it.
definitely a market for that, and that would probably where you can have both options, can't you? Like you could make either or, and there'll be a reduction in cost, I guess.
If somebody wants an open system, that's great. It's lighter again. The nice thing about using Inconel for these is you do just get it's hard to explain. It's not a tinny noise. It just sounds like an exotic noise.
Yeah, it does.
It's very hard to make a V12 sound bad anyway. They don't sound bad, but it's just a very, very nice thing. And obviously, a lot of these guys, they're car guys.
Yep.
So I'd say anyone could buy a Lamborghini. Not everyone can buy a Lamborghini, but if you want one and it's a bit special, why don't you can put your own stamp on it?
Absolutely.
So we can do whatever the client would want.
Yeah.
But for now, I think this is it sounds just right. We played with another design, which was a slightly smaller silencer, and I thought it just needed a little bit more silencing in there just to keep it a nice rich tone.
Yeah.
It's not too tinny. But it's not droney. It's not too bassy.
I was actually surprised. We just started up from cold, and it seems quite quiet, which is lovely to have that option in it when you are, like say, cold. If
someone's cruising around London with this, then the way things go at the moment, sometimes they just want to cruise around. But then if you 100%. Actually you're on an open road and you want to hear it, you've got the options. So. Yeah.
And after looking at it, when you had it running up, you were saying these valves they open on throttle position.
It seems that they are their throttle position. That's how they're actuated. So I didn't know whether some Porsches obviously have a valve open or valve closed position. I couldn't see that in the car, but it just seems that when you cruise around, it's a nice, very reasonable tone. But then open her up and it's perfect. So
fantastic.
I'm very happy with it.
Good. Well, so am I. From looking at the quality of the work, as always. I mean, I remember you made me a GTR Inconel exhaust many years ago, and I just remember the sound of that was fantastic. But on a V12 it's going to be exactly. It's going to be mega. It's
another thing we can look at doing sports cats. We can look at doing whatever you want to do with the car. But for now, I think that's just a nice baseline to start.
Definitely.
We're not going to be doing big numbers of these at all.
No.
It really is. It's a bespoke product that is made the right way.
Exactly.
And given the respect to the material that I think it needs. So
definitely, and that's always been your ethos, isn't it?
Maybe
up there with the quality.
It'll make or break me, I don't know, but it's I like doing things properly.
Yeah, exactly.
And
that's what you've always done, and you've always stuck to that, and you've never. I've in the past I may have asked Elmo, can you just do this or can you just do that to make it slightly not necessarily cheaper, but like more. Mass produced, cost effective, and Elmo's always had his level of service and quality, and he was like, I'm not doing that. I can't do that. And hats off to him for that, and that's why you've got where you are today, I guess, in terms of the business and the quality of the product. So
We'll keep going. The problem is the skill set in order to make these things now is dwindling. So to find the right people that can actually replicate it and make things with the attention that usually you would find, at very, very high-end motorsport. They're now filtering down into road cars, should we say? Not that you call it a road car, but it's that's why we're not going to be looking at doing big numbers of these, because you just haven't got the staff to do it or the people to do it. And we've got other things going on which are the motorsport side of the business that is ticking over.
Primarily, what's your work you've got going on at the minute? Motorsport stuff?
Yeah, it's primarily the rallycross side of things. Yeah, rallycross and a lot of historic car. So anything in this workshop. One week we'll have a pre-war Alpha or something that needs it all sand bent and has to be done the traditional way. So we're gas welding. We're doing things the right way. And then you've got a Lamborghini coming in next week, and we've got a Ford RS 500 that's coming in tomorrow that needs something else doing, and we'll just
pretty varied then.
It's very varied. But, I'm really pleased with how this has come out. I hope the client's super happy with it. I am.
I'm sure he will be. I am. I mean, you've done what you said you're going to do. You've produced a piece of art that's not only looks amazing, it's lightweight, it's fantastic quality, and it sounds amazing, but I can't wait to get it on the road. But one more thing about the Inconel we were just talking about was the heat and the way it dissipates heat.
You find with stainless steel, when you're welding it, the gas formation that's held over the weld, the stainless steel is still hot enough to slightly oxidise as you come off. Whereas with Inconel, the beautiful thing about it is it just cools down so quickly. So that in turn keeps all the ambient temperatures around the part lower. And then also just gives you a much nicer weld as well. As soon as you come off there, you should, as soon as the torches run round, it's cooled down already. So it's basically in its free state. Hence why there's different grades of Inconel. You've got 600, 625, 718. The beauty about using 625 is it doesn't need any post-treatment processes. It basically, once that's done, she's ready to go.
So what are the grades then? So this is 625?
625, yeah.
And what's the other grades, and what's the sort of differences? Are they the quality of it?
No, it's just
content.
It's what goes into it, and it's the process that it needs to go through to call it a finished part.
Okay.
So some Formula 1 teams will spec 718, but then that has to go through other heat treatment process, shock peening processes to get the life out of the part.
Right.
That is in super high stress conditions. So that's when that material is really running at its absolute limit. For what we're doing here, I dare say it's not going to be running anywhere near its limit. It really is should last. Far outweigh the owners, probably. Providing that doesn't get crashed, that will still be around for a lot longer than you or I are going to be.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's
Amazing. Well, I can't wait to get the bumper back on.
Get
it on the road. That's what we're going to do tomorrow. So the car's going to get collected now from Elmo's. We're going to take it back to the workshop, fit the bumper on it tomorrow, and then we'll do some sound clips of it outside the unit and see what it sounds like. Looking forward to it. Okay, so there it is. That is the sound clips of the road test. We're obviously fully fitted back on the road. Car's ready to go back to the customer now. They're actually collecting it tomorrow, so I'll be really excited to get some feedback from the customer, see what they think about it. So that's it really for this video. You've seen the whole process start to finish, and then Elliot's bit about how he made it. So hope that was interesting for you. We've got 2 more exhaust systems getting fabricated by Elliot as we speak. So there is a limited run on these until the end of the year, because we need to do them in batches really to make it a little bit swifter and a bit more cost effective. So 2 more systems available for the Aventador SVJ. After they're gone, we're going to be looking at bringing the Hurricane in to the production line. That's going to be my car, the Performante, and then we'll have probably 2 to 3 systems of those getting made, and then after that if we have any more orders, we'll get back onto the Aventador. But yeah, so next video to come is going to be probably a couple of months away now, going into Christmas, over the winter. I've got a few other things I need to do to my car before it can go to Elliot, and get the exhaust done. But yeah, that'll be the next one on the Lambo exhaust. We'll be developing and making the Hurricane Performante exhaust, so watch out for that one. Hope you've enjoyed it. Give us a thumbs up, leave any comments below, and we'll see you on the next one.